Did not. Okay, so this ordered pair is 12 games for $8. 12 games will cost you $8. Now it's important that you write the words and what it means on the bottom. That way you know when they ask you what does it mean, you know exactly what it means. So 18 games for $10. Okay, so these are your ordered pairs. Point slope, okay, that means they want you to pick a point. Okay, 12 and 8 that's a good point. Those are a good ordered pair. And then the slope. Here's the word slope. All right. I can find slope using those 2 points given. So I do the dollar first. The Y are the dollars here, from $8 to $10. From $8 to $10. That gives you a negative $2. All over the games, 12 games to 18 games. 12 games to 18 games. That leaves you and me a negative 6 games. Okay, so these negative $2 over. Okay, now you cannot divide these because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. You can reduce, divide both of them by 2, and you get a slope of 1 over 3, because a negative and a negative makes a positive. So your slope here is 1 over 3. And point slope is y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. Substitute them in. This is x1, y1. Okay. Substitute them in. Y minus y1, 8 equals to m 1 over 3 parentheses x minus 12. Okay. So 8 minus y minus 8 equal, distribute this over here. That gets me 1 over 3x. Distribute 1 over 3 to 12. That, okay, multiply that. 1 over 3 times 12. Cross cancel. 3 divided into 12 is 4, so that gives you a minus 4 right there. Add 8. Add 8. Cancel that. Y equals to 1 over 3x and a positive 8. Okay, that gives you, when you use this to graph, your y-intercept is 4 and your slope is 1 over 3. Your y-intercept is 4, so b is 4. Slope is 1 over 3, just like what we found here, right? Should be the same, no difference. So graph this. Now, your x is your games and your y is your dollar. So right here is your x, the independent, that's your games. Your y is your dollar. This is the amount she spent. Spent in dollars. Okay? So we're going to count each numbers by 2. Okay, if you did this already, fast forward it and go to the next problem, which I will address in a little bit. So you start at 4 and you go up 1 over 3, up 1, right 3. Okay, up 1, right 3, up 1, right 3, up 1, right 3, up 1, right 3. Alright, and that's how your graph goes. y-intercept. Okay, your B is your y-intercept, which is 4. But as an ordered pair, it is 0, 4 is the y-intercept. And its meaning, it means, remember, this is 0, the first one, your X is the games, and your Y is the dollar amount. So this is the games, this is your dollar amount. And it means zero games for $4. That means just to enter it costs you $4. A sentence on independent. Independent is your X and its meaning. Okay? And this is Y and its meaning. I believe I did this from all my classes already for this problem here. So I'm not going to do this one. The only one is, I think I may have not explained in one of my classes, is the rate of change and its meaning. I believe I did in all the classes. Because we found that the y-intercept is 400, right? We need to find M, the rate of change. Because y, slope-intercept form is y equals to mx plus b. Rate of change, alright. And its meaning, rate of change is slope. So M equals, let's see, our two dots, we can use 1 and 300. And the other one could be this one here, which is 3 and 100. Okay, so 1 stand for 1 week. 300 is $300. Oh, $300. 3 weeks, you owe $100 on the TV. Okay, so we're gonna subtract the dollar first on top. So $300 minus $100 equals to $200. Okay, all over 1 week minus 3 weeks. So these are the weeks, leaves you 2 weeks. That's the meaning. Reduce that to $100 for every 1 week. There you go, and its meaning. So you go $100. This is a negative. Because it's a negative, you go down $100 for every 1 week, or just for every week. If you want to put 1 for this one, it's fine. But that's its meaning. That's the slope, which is reduced to negative 100. We got our slope here, negative 100. And we can write our equation y equals negative 100, x plus 400. That is our answer. And what does the x-intercept mean? 0, 4. Leland, how did your golf practice go? And it means, okay, the 4 represents, the first number represents week. The x means weeks. So 4 is week. The 0 is dollar. So the x-intercept means 4 weeks. You owe $0. $0. Because this is amount owed.
The next day. When's he leaving?
The 13th, tomorrow.
Oh my God. When are you taking off? Are you taking off in the morning?
Okay, 3, write an equation for the following line. Okay, y equals to mx plus b. We're going to use that one because they have b here. B is 600 right here. B here is 600. Okay, So we got B, so we're going to use that formula. M, we can find M here. M equals, let's take your first here. That's, no, that's not it. Wrong. 4 and 480. 4 and and 10 and 300. He may have too much homework, honey. Sometimes when you have too much homework, he just doesn't go. So, 300 meters. Ten seconds. 300 meters. 4 seconds. 400 meters. 480 meters. So the second one represents meters. We're going to subtract the meters first to find the slope. So M equals 480 meters subtract 300 meters over 4 seconds minus 10 seconds. Not 100, sorry. That gives you the slope is 180 over -6. Divide that. We know we can divide because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. We don't reduce. Now, first case here, if you remember, we reduce because the numerator is bigger, smaller than the denominator, we reduce. Here, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so we can divide, and we get M equals to -30. Okay? So our answer is Y equals -30 X plus the 600. And that's our equation. Number 5, write the equation of this line. So we got Y equals to MX plus B. Okay, we got B because look, go through the Y line. We hit this line right there. So B is equal to 0. Okay, B equals to 0. So we can put 0 here for this letter B. We can put 0. Choose the ordered pair. This is 4, 5, 5, and 50, right? 5 and 50. The other one you want to choose is 12, 5 minutes, and 50 feet. Okay, this one 12 minutes and 120 feet. Okay, so that gives you M equals 120 minus 50. Do the feet first. Okay, over 12 minutes minus 5 minutes. So slope is 70 over 5, 6, 7. So M equals to 10. We divide because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So M here, Y equals, for the M you put 10 X plus 0. Now in math, because it's plus 0, you don't write it, just 10x. But if it makes you more comfortable, plus 0 because it describes the y-intercept at 0 there. Okay, now this other one here, solve for y. You need to isolate the y. You want y by itself. So you have to get rid of these numbers right here. These two right here that I highlight has to go away. So the first one to go away is the -4, the 4x. So minus 4x minus 4x. Because these are not alike, The 9 and the 4x are not alike. That leaves you 3y equals to negative. You just rewrite this. Oops, sorry. Just rewrite this as you see it. That gives you 9 minus 4x. Okay? That's a positive 9. And then you divide everything last by 3. Y equals to, because the numerator is bigger, you divide, you get 3 minus, well, here in this case, the numerator is also bigger, but it doesn't go in evenly. We leave it as a mixed number, as an improper fraction of that. We know that b is 3, and our slope is negative 4 over 3. And our slope is negative 4 over 3. And we can graph that as 3 here. From there you go down because it's negative. Okay, and right. Down 4 over 3. Down 4 over 3. Down 4 over 3. Up 4 over 3. Okay, and we like that. And there goes our answer. B. Okay, we get rid of 5x minus 5x. Oh no, 5x, wrong. Cannot do that because can't get rid of the 5x. We only get rid of the one on the y side. Y side only. So only thing on the y side is a 10. We need to get rid of that. So the last thing we do is divide. Okay, now notice that these cancel. This is smaller than the denominator. You reduce. Divide both numbers by 5. You get 1 over 2x. These are the same. You divide. Minus 1. The only time you reduce is when it's smaller. And this is your answer. Okay, now here we go. Now if you look on the y side, there's this 2 and the negative 3 we have to get rid of. That's not y. We get rid of the negative 3 first. We add 3x, add 3x. Because these two are not alike. Because these guys are not alike, you just write 14 plus 3x. Okay? And bring down the 2y, and you divide by 2 last. Okay? Now you can divide these because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. You get 7. You can divide these also, but because it doesn't go evenly, you write 3 over 2x equals 2y. Now, you can graph this. The slope here is 3 over 2. B here is 7. For the first one, the slope is 1/2. B is negative 1. Okay? Letter D here. This and this. Get rid of on the side of y. Okay, get rid of 12 first, minus 12, minus 12. Okay, now 3x minus 12, you cannot combine them, so we write it horizontally equals 6y. Okay, divide by 6. Divide all of them by 6. Now look at this, you cannot divide that because the numerator is smaller. We reduce. We get 1 over 2x minus 2 equals 2y. And that's our answer. Our slope is 1/2. Our y-intercept is negative 2. Okay, the y side, remember, always the y side. On the y side, we got negative 8 and 4 we have to get rid of. Need to get rid of negative 4, 8 first. Okay, by adding. Sorry, you have to add to make 0 here. So this is 2x, add 8, 4y. Okay, now we divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. Reduce this, because you can't divide, the numerator is too small. so it becomes 1/2 x. We can divide this because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So that becomes a positive 2. Cancel y right there. Okay? Now graph letter D. So here they want you to graph D. D is right here. Okay? The y-intercept is -2. That's right there. You go up 1 over 2. Up 1, right 2. Up 1, right 2. Up 1, right 2. Up 1, right 2. Okay? Graph D.